A lot of people say, well, all religion comes from Africa. I strongly disagree. Religion started in Africa, but what we understand to be Christianity, Islam, Judaism, they are not African religions. In fact, they have got the least amount to do with Africa. And if you read it, you'd actually question the religion versus what the books say are not necessarily on the same page. They're a little bit different, and in fact, if some of these religious folk actually read the book outside of what their pastor or their teacher's telling them, it will actually make a lot more sense. And actually, I probably wouldn't align with religion, because a religion that tells me go and drink some wine, eat some bread, and that's somebody's flesh and blood, that's cannibalism. I don't participate in them things. But people happily, day like today, Sunday like today, a lot of people will be saying, nah, brethren, I'm going to my church. Don't know what all this kundalini stuff is. Don't bring that devil stuff into me. Meanwhile, you're practicing some crazy things that we see on the news, and we completely demolish those things and say, not in my life, I rebuke that. So start thinking critically. Religion is just like Western medicine. It's not here to heal us. In fact, the more history books you read to understand religion, it will tell you in those books it was brought into the African community and diaspora as a way of oppression and control, as a way when we were becoming rebellious and finding our way to keep us subdued under the master's way. So why would you follow that something when it doesn't help you? It's not benefiting us. It was finely crafted by those people that still run the world today. They didn't care who got hurt. They didn't care who got destroyed. And that's the fear of Africanness that lives within us. We're afraid of who we are as a people, and the world has been taught to fear us in the same way. That's why you'll be walking on the street, people will be looking at a brother because he got the hood up saying he's aggressive. Man's probably got his headphones in thinking about what we're having for dinner, and you're worried about him being aggressive. It's the same way with the woman. We're sitting there, we're talking, we're preaching our truth and whatnot. She's intimidating, she's aggressive. I'm just saying what I'm saying. If somebody else said that same something, ain't nobody gonna have a beef with that. Ain't nobody gonna have a problem with that, because they've been taught to fear us. And it's not founded on anything. When they first came in contact, we welcomed them, said, yes, learn, let us teach you. We showed them, and they turned around and said, these people are nice. Let's do one on them. And the history records that. This ain't just a belief, it's a history. So how are you trusting a system that was built to destroy you and expecting that system to uplift you, to help you, to heal, to grow you, to build you, to help you become who you are, when its whole purpose, the roots of that system, was to do the complete opposite of all those things? 1 + 1 is 2, you know. You can try to arrange it to make it 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, but 1 + 1 is 2. You can try to change the reality of it, delude yourself in it, but it is what it is. And until we accept that and detach away from these things in love and face those fears, we'll forever remain sick, we'll remain broken, and we'll remain unhealed. Just doormats for everybody to walk over and take, because there ain't no consequences if you treat the black man and woman like a shit. You do it, what happens? We complain, we might go on a protest, maybe boycott for a week or 2, and then we're back to the regular scheduled programming. We don't do nothing. So what consequence is there? If we do something, promise you there may be a death or 2. Promise you you're going to jail and you might not see it outside. Promise you somebody's going to get hurt, traumatized or something. But with